Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, a little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
On punter man as he boots this one away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 76 yards. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, Swift. Nice little juke. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Now they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now an option play on 2nd down. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Big swing by the Dolphins in 2022, acquiring Chubb from Denver in midseason. Only 2.5 sacks in 8 games with his new team, trying to get more consistency at the 2-time Pro Bowler in 2023.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now it's 2nd and 10. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. His fourth catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up first and goal.
It'll be Hurts on the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Down to the 41. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And incomplete.
The offense is always smart about
the gain is the 33 on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. An off-balance throw there. It's going to wind up incomplete.
He's still going to break the road when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down up near the 40-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll get this up to about the 44.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. 7-7, our score after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one left side caught by Barrios. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Tua. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take him all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tua going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Misconnection there. He's had on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start on the ground with Swift. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Some people playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards for number 11. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene. Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes the challenge flag. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Evades him at the 10. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 61 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dolphins 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Miami set to take over. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. What a 1st half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not in the premium here. And and takes it across the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 58 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That swung out to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Second and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tua now on first down. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 16-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. Sanders' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
To his throw, complete there to Barrios. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 101 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On first down, Tagovailoa. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Got him there. It's Berrios complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the jet sweep and again to Mostert. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Oh, the return, Boston Scott. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right back to Swift again on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they run the option on second down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Zacchaeus, 27 yards, and the Eagles have moved out in front. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection. Coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets this up past the 30.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Miami.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa gets this one to Hill. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd down and 4. A run with Mostert up the middle. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That one complete to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Oh, nice move. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Hill. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they... And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Sanders now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They hand it off to Mostert. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as he's up to the 18. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead here's Swift. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 7. 1:50 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Tua.
tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And second down.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions now, 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Throwing Tua. Connecting with Hill.
Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
Here's Tua. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Tua.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Tua. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
It drives some people crazy to see their short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Tagovailoa. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One final try for Tagovailoa. This ball intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it.